Sometimes people fear that their community is going to become saturated, that they're going to just run out of places to find homes for homeless pets. But that has not been what we have found over the past 4 years at all. In fact, we feel that through marketing, we've actually been able to increase the likelihood that folks in our community are going to come into the shelter to adopt animals. And I'm going to share with you some of the strategies we've used, and hopefully they'll help you to do the same thing there. More than that, though, Maddie's fund actually has a great graph chart that I've seen in other presentations. I think it's on the website, that really shows that there are so many Americans out there just waiting to adopt pets. And if we can just reach them through our marketing, that we are going to have no problem placing all the animals that are actually in shelters. So I think more than we perhaps believe, our problem is really one of marketing. And I have a retail background, which has proven to be incredibly valuable. And if you start thinking about things in that way, you'll be able to shift a lot of the ways that you do things and see a dramatic difference, I think. Now, one thing when I was asked to do this talk that I was thinking about is there's a sort of paradox within the world of treatable animals. And it's actually that some treatable animals become more highly adoptable because of their misfortune than they would have been before. And if you don't believe me, think about the three-legged dog. It's pretty easy to adopt out a three-legged dog or a cat that survives some really dramatic ordeal. You can have people clamoring for that animal. In fact, all you really need to do is get that animal some exposure in the local media. Now, on the other hand, there are other treatable animals that sort of have these more mundane conditions, even conditions that worry people. You know, people don't like to think about ringworm, for example, and they immediately have a negative reaction to that. So these animals, in fact, this certain group of treatable animals, they really require a more focused strategy in order to place them. But it really is entirely doable. And as Barbara said, that great save rate will really make your organization a hero in your community. You know, we found that in marketing, some of those sort of attractive cases, the dog that's been injured and you need money for veterinary care, the cat that got caught in a car engine, a victim of abuse, people are incredibly generous when you put in front of them a very specific example like that. And the funds that you can raise from one animal like that can help carry you through for the ones with the less sexy problems that still need and deserve your treatment. So what we did was we created Emily's Fund. She was a cat that was a burn victim. And so now we tell people when we're fundraising for, recently we had a police dog that needed help, a retired police dog, and thousands of dollars came in. But we tell people up front, the excess funds are going to go into Emily's Fund, and they're going to help treat other injured or sick animals. And people are thrilled with this. So some of the animals can help some of the other animals through your marketing of their stories and your appeal for funds.